Yeah, let's make a budget-busting recipe this morning. We are going to be doing mince and bolognese in as many ways as we can because it's just so versatile and absolutely delicious, but it's all in aid of meal prepping. A meal like this is fantastic because you can prepare a whole batch on that Sunday. You can freeze little mini portions, take them out as you need them, and then from there are so many different ways that you can cook these guys. And we're going to start with a beautiful grilled cheese sandwich, or at least our version of it. I'm not going to be doing this alone. Of course, I have the queen of mince, the mince rinse, Zoe, joining us.
I don't do that anymore.
You're allowed to. You're allowed to.
Lessons.
No, you are perfectly well within your rights. So Zoe, it looks like you are on bolognese duty this morning.
So I personally love doing a bolognese because it is just so. I'm going to add a little bit of heat to, so a little bit of oil to our pan and get our onions in here, because that you want to get nice and translucent.
For sure.
I love making mince, not because I rinse it, but because there's something about mince, you can play with it so that each batch is different. You can add, you know, some black beans, you can add some lentils, you can add corn, you can add whatever you want to mince.
Go a curry root.
You can go curry root, you can bulk it up, you can even add like the best mince I've had is also when there's like little pieces of diced bacon in it, and it just, that fattiness just adds to it. So mince really is one of those versatile dishes that you can not only play with, but have a lot of fun with. So we've got some fresh garlic over here, just making sure it is garlic. I'm going to add that. I don't want to add that too early because garlic burns quite quickly.
It really does. It actually, I was quite surprised to find out that it has one of the highest sugar contents. Onions, funnily enough, also have a very high sugar content, but garlic in particular. So it does. It caramelizes and then burns very quickly.
Very quickly.
I like the notion of kind of almost pre-roasting my garlic and then using that to add the flavor, you know, so it doesn't, you don't cook through it too quickly, but it's absolutely essential. You've got to have that flavor balance. For me, the garlic is vital, and it's not so strong. Well, maybe you want to think about that if you're going to be prepping these for like work time meals and things like that. Maybe just, you know, be somewhat resistant with the garlic, but just kind of think about what
be gentle with
where
the garlic.
You're going to be using your bolognese. But this really does lend itself, because you can make a massive pot of your bolognese and you can freeze it in little individual portions, and you've got a meal prep for every single day that you can take in any route.
Definitely. So I'm just loosening up the mince. I don't want it to be clumpy, so I just, normally what I would do is, I didn't want to do it here, but I would break it with my hands, but we're just going to do it this way with a spoon, which is also good enough. And we just want to get that mince a little bit brown before I add. We've got some tomato paste here, which always is such a winner. I always love to add my spices before adding in the stock, or even the tomato tinned tomato. But here you can also play around. Again, you get Indian style tomato that's in a tin, and that adds the spice to it.
It's already got that flavor profile. You know, and speaking of the curries, that obviously teaches us a great lesson in terms of cooking your spices through, cooking your tomato paste through before you add in the stock, and I love that. It develops those flavors. So that's coming along beautifully, and we are making enough to be able to spread around. So if we move to our part of the station here, you can see we've got our gorgeous mince that was prepped for us the day before. We've taken out one of our frozen portions. We have now defrosted it, and we're going to make a version of a grilled cheese sandwich. I love this as an open sandwich under the grill. I think will be absolutely great, but we're going to make, for the sake of TV and just looking really awesome, we're going to do 3 cheeses with our mince, and we're going to put 2 slices together, and then we're going to finish it off in that pan. So we'll use a little bit of that butter in the pan. When you're ready, you can start warming that up.
I'll get that in for you. So just to finish off, I added a pinch of sugar because the tomato paste is quite acidic, and the sugar just balances it out. So I've got that going. So I'm multitasking here. I'm getting
there we go.
Graham's butter in the pan.
Well
that's
done.
A bit of a garlic butter I think we are going for.
Oh, delicious. And flavoured butters are another cheat. You can make a nice batch of your flavoured butters, kind of wrap them up in cellophane, and you can store them as well. Take out little individual portions. And this, I think, you know, keeping it manageable is going to help. Maybe I should have had cheese on either side, actually, to keep it melted. So we've got a little bit of our grated mozzarella. We've got Gouda, and we have got some cheddar. We're going to mix these guys together. You know the flavors that you love.
Mince cook. I'm quite a bit of a plain Jane, only because I always play around with my mince. So if I'm going to be putting it on a sandwich, some basic cheese and, yes, spices. So we've got some extra garlic and spice coming through here. I'm actually going to turn this down a little. There we go. And our pan is ready.
And we have three cheeses. All right, I should have actually, I think it's almost like the cement. You want to have cheese on either side of the mince to maybe melt it together like that, but we don't have to butter the slices because
we've got the butter in the pan.
We've got the butter in there, so I'm going to hand this over to you.
So what I would say is let's put it on, okay, well, yeah, put it in that way. So the cheese is at the bottom.
Yeah, let's do that. Then the cheese can melt, and you can flip that guy. And then I suppose we just want a nice little crispy. Oh, that butter smells amazing. That mince smells amazing.
Again. I just didn't want the butter to burn.
I love that, and it really is as simple as that. And once you've done the hard lifting, the heavy lifting of the cooking of the mince, literally that takes you 30-odd seconds to bring that together. Let's bring Ewan in here to see his preferences when it comes to mince. So we're making a little very quick fix mince grilled cheese sandwich. 3 cheeses, great mince.
Amazing.
Hey, with a bit of garlic butter thrown in on the side. We've been thinking about some great mince variations here. I think you could maybe take it in a curry direction. I quite like a mince with in a wrap with some fresh components, maybe something crunchy like a nice a lettuce or some rockwood and things like that, where you freshen it up as well. I absolutely love how versatile mince can be.
Yeah, look, I haven't really explored the versatility of mince. I like mince for mince. It is what it is. I like it. I like it as a you know, if there's mince left over in the morning, especially if it's a nice curry type of mince on a toast, you know, with some butter. I mean, that's the best thing. It's a lovely breakfast. Other than that, a wrap is a great idea, I think, to put that in as well.
Let's deal with the elephant in the room, an egg. I think an egg on mince, I would actually make
that. I actually have done.
Pass me the
Zoe's just cooking away here.
I know, look at me.
Go for it. This looks lovely. All right, guys. Well, you keep going with that. Lots more heading your way on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're going to take a very quick break. We talk more sports. Graham, Champions Cup rugby, my friend.
And a good weekend, yeah.
He's going to be running us through. And, of course, it's a new year. And we are going to be sitting down talking about some of our 2024 food goals. Just to see where your head's at, Graham. I would love to know as well, because you went on a fasting journey last year. And it seems to work wonders for you, my friend.
Oh, completely. And I think it's all about assimilating that in the real world. How do we make these kind of choices land and make sure that we don't fail with those choices? So we've got a couple of hacks coming your way as we continue our meal prep. We're doing mince in as many ways as we can. It's the ideal meal prep ingredient. We'll see you now.